Good freaking morning, YouTube. It's like, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's 9:40 in the morning. I just dropped off the kids at somewhere and we're off the wake up. Okay, we're off the wake up today. No mukbang, no TikTok discussion. Today we're going to be talking about real stuff. And yes, I have the placebo effect eye patches going. Don't say anything. Okay, I know their placebo effect. You know their placebo effect. So why are you thinking about it? Anyway, today we're going to be talking about how to get rid of limiting beliefs and how I got rid of a lot of limiting beliefs. This can be regarding money. This can be regarding relationships, romantic and friendships. This can be even about yourself. So let's get straight into it. Okay, let's start with money because I feel like that is something that at least I know I really desire and like I always think about, and that stresses people out. The number one divorce reason for, oh my gosh, can I speak? The number one reason for divorce in America is finances. So I think money is a relevant topic to talk about. So when you realize that you are more than that $16 an hour, or when you realize that people pay people, that is really what opened my eyes for me. And what do I mean when I say people pay people? So say for example, you have a buddy who does interior cleaning and you have that personal relationship with him, and then there's also a car wash that does interior cleaning. I don't know about you, I'm not fake. So I'm picking my buddy that's doing the interior cleaning. People paying people. And then the limiting belief, for example, I'm only worth $16 an hour. Babe, no. Also, your job will literally gaslight the freak out of you. Try and say like, well, we don't have anyone else. Well, you're really good at this job. Well, your other coworkers are trash. Like, okay, I don't care. I'm better than $16 an hour. And this is from my personal experience. If you ever saw me working at Freddy's, they literally freaking like damn near handcuffed me to stay at that job. I don't know why it took me so long. And this video and the things I'm talking about the things I'm talking about now is what got me to leave. So also when you realize how much freaking money there is on the planet, like billionaires are not the limit. Like there are trillions of dollars being spent every day. Like there's a transaction happening every single second. Right now someone just got paid. Right now someone just got paid. Right now someone just got paid. And when you realize that, it's like, hold up. We're all human. Like say for example, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is not above me. Jeff Bezos is not above you. Maybe financially, but on the level of being a human and having a soul and having sanity and just being a human, we're all on the same level, meaning that you are available for that same level of wealth. You are available for that same level of success. You are available for those transactions hitting your phone every single second. And me saying that you're available and you deciding that you are worthy are two different things. Say, for example, you grew up in a poor household. All you heard growing up was, how are we gonna pay this? How are we gonna pay that? No, we can't go on vacation. It's too much money. No, you can't get that toy. It's too much money. No, we can't eat out. We can't get McDonald's because we have food at home and McDonald's is too much money right now. Like, we can't go out. Too much money. All of those things are literally engraved in your head, and you have to do the inner work if you want to conquer this, to think otherwise, because it's literally programming. Everything that you think right now is programming. Yeah, so that's the poor parents example. What's another example? Maybe like when you were a teenager, you started getting money, like you had a little job or whatever, and your friends wanted to go to the movies. Say you're like, oh shoot, like the tickets are $25. Like, I don't know, that's kind of a lot of money. Like, how do you expect to get past that level of mentally thinking if you can't even pay $25? And I know in the moment it may seem like, well, all I have is like $100, and then if all I have is $100, I only have like what, $35 left for gas. And like, even that evaluating, even that like rationalizing. And I know, guys, trust me, I know it can be hard when you only have so much money in your bank account, or at least that's what it looks like, because the 3D and the 4D are two different things. What's the difference? The 3D is my phone, my cellular device, my hands, my nails, these placebo effect eye patches. The 4D is the reality that I know is happening here. I don't know what you're imagining in your 4D. I don't know who you are in your 4D, but baby, my 4D is flourishing, okay? And when you realize that the 3D is not relevant and that the 3D is yet to catch up to the 4D. And I don't know, a lot, I know a lot of y'all watching this video are religious, and that can make it hard to expand your mind to even believing these things. But trust me, energy is real, and this stuff is real whether you want to believe it or not. You're gonna have to do your own research if you've never even heard of these terms before. So all to say that in the 3D you see that $25, but if you know, and manifestation is knowing that you have, I don't know, $100,000 for example, $25 for the movies is nothing. $35 for gas is nothing. So of course you're gonna go to the movies. So all to say, and again, I know it can be hard when that's what you see in the 3D. You have to start living like you already have it. Fake it till you make it is not a freaking joke, okay? You have to fake it till you make it. I know it cannot be easy when the 3D limits you, but when you just know and you just have that inner knowing, you got it. All right, what's another topic that I mentioned before? All right, relationships. Oh, we should have started with this one, because I feel like this is what really affects our generation the most. Because I know you hear people saying about how, oh my gosh, Gen Z is cooked, like Gen Z's dating scene is cooked, like everyone cheats, everyone lies, no one is loyal. That's a limiting belief. That is a limiting belief. Do you know how many loyal men for the girls are out there? Do you know how many girls that genuinely don't talk to other dudes are out there for the guys? Like, these people are real and these people exist. But because you have decided in your head and through social media, which is why I had to delete TikTok, that everyone cheats and everyone lies and no one is faithful, of course you're gonna live in that reality. If you keep telling yourself that, if you keep thinking about that, if your friends keep telling you that, if your friends keep experiencing that, if your friend is dealing with guys who just cheats and lies and abuses girls and tells you about it, I'm sorry, I don't want to be friends. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to know about that. If your friend is telling you he's giving me mixed signals, baby, first of all, there's no such thing as a man giving you mixed signals. It's either he's in or he's out. A mixed signal is a no, okay? There's no such thing as a mixed signal. You, as the female mind, just likes to rationalize it. And obviously this is no shade. You have to go and you have to learn these things. And you have to unlearn these things about the cheating, about the lying, about the abuse. So again, ladies, there are guys that don't cheat. There are gentlemen. I literally saw I was scrolling on my Instagram, and you know those posts that are just like words on the screen with like a white background or like a rainbow background or something? It was like, what happened to real men who take you on dates and give you roses? I went on a date last week and I got roses last week, and I didn't ask for any of that. And that's not to be like, I'm better than you, or, you know, I'm better than you, but that's just because I have decided that I live in a reality where men take me seriously and where I get dates and where I get roses. Did we proceed? No, but that's not the point. Okay, that's not the point. The point is, I have decided, again, I live in a reality where men know how to act. I have decided I live in a reality where men know not to play with me. I have decided that I live in a reality where abuse is not even can't even picture that. Can't even picture that. Emotional abuse, physical abuse, mental, none of that is not available for me because I have decided that. What do we talk about? So we said money, relationships, We can get into friendships because that's another kind of side of relationships. So say you've always had trash friends. Ooh, this one is really hitting personal for me. This is really hitting. I feel this in my heart. Like I really feel an ache in my heart as I'm saying this. Say you have friends that are like, just, you know, those are not your friends. Like you just know those are not your friends, and you're just hanging with them because you fear being lonely, or you fear being seen by yourself. Like for example, sitting at lunch. Oh my gosh, guys. Do you know how many times I sat alone at lunch at school when I was in high school because I just didn't have the energy for people who want to talk badly about their own friend group. I'm just not willing to do that. Like I'm just not willing to do that. And gosh, friendships are just a really big one because especially as girls, like we're just really taught to forgive. We're really taught to just talk it out. But if your friend is just straight up disrespecting you, if you hear your friend said a little 1-2 about you and you go and ask her about it and she's lying, there's no discussion that needs to be had. The only discussion that needs to be had is why you blocked her number, or why why you unfollowed her on Instagram, because you're not available for those friendships. You're not available for friendships who disrespect you. And I feel like I started this video saying how to get rid of limiting beliefs, but I feel like I'm just talking about like the situation. So let me actually tell you how you get over the limiting beliefs. Personally, affirmations. Look yourself in the mirror every single day and tell yourself, before you start the day, before you open that cellular device, because I know that's the first thing you do in the morning. You wake up, phone. You go to sleep, phone. You're eating, phone. Every time, phone. And you wonder why you can't think for yourself, and you wonder why you have limiting beliefs. Before you open that cellular device, go to the mirror. Today, I am not available for bullshit. Today, I am not available for because you want to play in my face, okay? Today, I'm not available for fake friends. Today, I'm not available for disrespect. And you can say those things, but if you're also not giving that to yourself, then of course you're not going to know how to tolerate and how to deal with that and how to, deal with that from other people. And that's a whole other conversation that I'm going to slightly get into. So the way that you build trust with yourself and the way you don't disrespect yourself is simply by doing what you say you're going to do. I have built so much discipline and so much self-respect and so much like a personal connection with like my inner self just from, like, for example, getting 10K steps. And I love using fitness as an example because you actually have to get your butt up and do something, which everyone in America is freaking fat. So that seems like an impossible thing to do. It's not. That's a limiting belief. So actually doing the things you say you're gonna do. If you said, oh my god, guys, I literally made a video about this 2 days ago. Doing that thing that's been at the top of your mind. I don't know, you don't even have to start a whole business, but maybe jot down a few ideas at least. Maybe do a little bit of research on how you can do a startup. Maybe if you and a friend have been thinking about starting a business, maybe text them or something. Get on the move, get on the go, and actually start doing the things you're gonna tell yourself you're gonna do. That's how you build that. That's how I built that personal connection, and how I don't tolerate disrespect with myself, because it is disrespectful. It is disrespectful for you to tell yourself you're gonna do A, B, C, D, and then you go and do E, F, G. That is very disrespectful to yourself. And if you're disrespecting yourself every day, if you're putting toxic food in your body every day, if you're watching every day, if you're consuming negative things every day, if you're wasting your time scrolling on TikTok, nothing productive. You can say you're scrolling on TikTok. I used to say this, oh, I'm just getting inspiration. Inspiration for what? How to deal with a headache every single day? Inspiration for what? Bro, stop lying to yourself. That's another form of disrespect. Stop lying to yourself, telling yourself that you're watching TikTok for inspiration. I'm only on TikTok so I can keep my streak with my friend. Who cares about a streak? Okay, let's use our brains, guys. A streak on an app, on a cellular device, where it's summer. You can drive to your friend's house. Okay, my friend lives in Florida. I live in the Midwest. Okay, FaceTime them. You don't have to have a streak. The concept of a streak, oh my gosh, especially on Snapchat, y'all. Again, this is why I had to delete Snapchat, because I'm tired of the limiting beliefs. I'm tired of telling myself I have to keep social media because of a damn emoji right next to our name. Like, there's so much more to life than a freaking emoji right next to your best friend's name. Go talk to your best friend. Go talk to them in their real life. So yeah, that's how you get rid of limiting beliefs, by first of all learning how to respect yourself, doing the things you're gonna say you're gonna do, and then naturally, when you realize that you're put in a situation where, for example, like the friend is disrespecting you, you will know how to handle that. I promise you, you will intuitively know how to handle that, because you have known how to tolerate when you try to disrespect yourself. Say you're about to eat a piece of cake when you already reach your, caloric level for the day. You knew how to say, okay, I don't want this. So when the friend is doing that bull, you're gonna say, okay, I know how to deal with this, because I do it with myself every single day. So that's my video. Whoa, this was kind of a long video, but that's my video about limiting beliefs, and in the different areas: money, friendship, romantic relationships. I hope this made sense. Comment, share, like, let me know. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.